Coins, the most basic currency in Brawl Stars, have been causing quite a debate in the community for a while now. Players are calling it a coin shortage, but is it really a shortage, or are we just looking at the big picture the wrong way? Let's dive deep into why the coin shortage might actually be justified. It's no secret, coins now feel harder to manage than ever. Ever since the introduction of Power 10 and 11, upgrading your favorite brawlers and unlocking those shiny new gadgets and star powers, or even hypercharges for your brawler feels way more difficult than it used to be. But here's the thing, what's changed isn't how many coins we're earning, but how we're spending them. The game has evolved and the demand for coins has doubled, so naturally, it feels like we're falling behind. Let's step into Supercell's shoes for a second. Why would they do this? The answer is simple: balance and, of course, money. Progression is the heart of any good game. Supercell knows that. Supercell knows that players love the feeling of working towards something, unlocking a new brawler, maxing your favorite brawler, or getting a hypercharge for your new brawler. If we could max out in a month, what would be left to achieve? Coins aren't just currency. They're a way to make every milestone feel earned and rewarding. Imagine if everyone maxed out their brawlers and had all their gadgets, star powers, and gears instantly. There'd be no sense of progression, no grind, no long-term goals. By limiting the availability of coins, Supercell ensures that the game stays challenging and rewarding, forcing players to make tough choices about what to prioritize. Progression is what keeps players hooked. It's satisfying to feel you're working towards a goal, even if it takes time. If everyone maxed out their accounts in a month, there would be nothing left to grind for. Supercell's coin economy makes progression feel rewarding and gives players something to look forward to. It's not about instant gratification, it's about the journey of getting there. Coins have always been more than just a currency. They're a test of your resource management skills. Every player now has to think about their choices. Do you want to upgrade or max out a brawler and get their hypercharge, a star power, a gadget, and 2 gears for a brawler you'd like to play? Do you upgrade all your brawlers? Or do you hold off for future content? This added layer of strategy makes the game feel deeper and more rewarding, giving every coin you spend more meaning. Let's not forget, Brawl Stars is a live service game. Supercell isn't thinking about what happens this season, they're planning for the future. They have been very open about how they don't want their games to succeed right now or be hyped for a couple months, but they want their games to be enjoyable for many years to come. By maintaining a steady progression system, they're making sure that the players stay engaged for years to come. The coin shortage isn't about making the game harder. It's about ensuring the game lasts, and for a free-to-play model, that's the key to survival. Let's break down the map. To take a brawler from Power 1 to Power 11 with 1 gadget, 1 star power, 2 gears, and their hypercharge, you'd need a jaw-dropping 17,765 coins. Here's how it adds up. Power upgrades of 1 to 11, 7,765 coins. Gadget, 1,000 coins. Star power, 2,000 coins. 2 gears, 2,000 coins, or more depending on the rarity of the gear. Hypercharge, 5,000 coins. That's a massive investment for just 1 brawler. And when you multiply that by the growing number of brawlers, the total becomes unimaginable for free-to-play players. This absurd cost begs the question, did you always go for the hypercharge? The short answer, probably not, depending if you can afford the coin loss. Skipping the hypercharge saves you 7,800 coins per brawler, leaving them at Power 10 instead of Power 11. Power 10 brawlers are still highly competitive. Their stats are only 10% lower than a fully maxed brawler, meaning you could still hold your own in most matches and even in ranked matches. Hypercharges are flashy, but not always game-changing for every brawler. Their impact depends on the specific brawler's ability and how you play them. Why Power 10 is choosing to leave some brawlers at Power 10 isn't just a cost-saving move, it's a strategic decision. Focus your resources. Max out your main brawlers first. These are the ones you rely on most for competitive or ranked modes. 2. Stay flexible. Having more brawlers at power 10 lets you adapt to the meta without going broke, upgrading one brawler specifically. Prioritize impact. Some brawlers benefit more from hypercharges and power 11 upgrades than others. Focus on those who will make the most difference in your gameplay. Why Supercell makes it expensive. The coin economy is designed to make progression meaningful. If upgrades were cheap and quick, there'd be no strategy involved. By making every coin count, the game encourages players to make tough choices. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: pay to win. Supercell's coin system keeps progression mostly ground-based. Sure, paying players will always have an edge. Coins are still primarily earned through gameplay and dedication. This keeps the gap between free-to-play and pay-to-play players smaller than in many other games. As a free-to-play player myself, I know the frustration of seeing maxed-out accounts funded by deep wallets. But despite that, my account holds its own, with plenty of max brawlers to compete at a high level. It's taken dedication and strategic resource management to get here. The grind is very real, but at least it feels somewhat fair mostly. If coins were abundant, the balance might tip too far, favoring players who spend money. By keeping coins scarce, Supercell ensures that grinding is just as valuable as spending, and that's a win for free-to-play players. Feeling the crunch? Don't worry, you can still dominate without running out of coins. Here are a few key tips. Focus on your main brawlers instead of spending resources across 10 or 15 brawlers. Invest in a few to stay competitive. Maximize rewards. Always complete quests, participate in challenges, and make the most of the Brawl Pass rewards. Spend strategically. Not all gears are created equal. Focus on the ones that truly make a difference for your playstyle. By following these tips, you'll notice the coin shortage isn't so much of a roadblock, a puzzle you can solve. Supercell likely designed the shortage to ensure players don't max out their accounts too quickly. If upgrades were too easy, players might lose interest after achieving all their goals. The scarcity makes the progression last longer, keeping players engaged for months or even years. In many games, those who spend money dominate, creating an uneven playing field. The coin shortage slows progression for everyone, reducing the gap between free-to-play and paying players. This makes the game more competitive and skill-based, as upgrades become less of a determining factor. But let's be honest, those who spend money are going to still have way more maxed out brawlers than those who are free-to-play, coming from a free-to-play player myself. But I do think the gap between pay-to-play and free-to-play is as large as the more spendy type games that encourage players spending lots of money. The shortage incentivizes players to log in daily and complete events, quests for the Brawl Pass, or challenges to earn coins. The players feel if they don't play the game, they fall behind in terms of progression. And this is what incentivizes Brawl Stars' major schemes to lure you back like fish. This habit-forming gameplay increases the game's active player base. When upgrades take effort to get and achieve, they feel more meaningful. Every gear unlocked or brawler upgraded feels like a genuine accomplishment rather than an expectation. This means that players are more likely to stick with the game because their progress feels earned and satisfying. Supercell often introduces new mechanics, brawlers, and progression systems every 2 seasons. A limited supply of coins ensures players save and prepare for future updates, maintaining excitement for what's to come. The next time you're frustrated by a lack of coins, take a step back and think about the bigger picture. Sure, it's tough to grind, but that's what makes each upgrade, each brawler, and each gear so satisfying. The coin shortage isn't just a limitation, it's a feature designed to make Brawl Stars the dynamic, competitive, and engaging game we all love. This might sound crazy, but the shortage might actually make the game more fun. By making coins a limited resource, every decision feels more meaningful. Which brawler do you upgrade? Which gear is worth unlocking? This challenge adds strategy to the game and keeps it fresh. So, is the coin shortage annoying? Absolutely. But is it ruining the game? Not really. In fact, it's what part of keeps Brawl Stars dynamic, competitive, and more importantly, fun. Next time you're short on coins, remember, it's not about the grind, it's about making every upgrade feel like an accomplishment. The coin shortage isn't just a challenge, it's a feature designed to make the game last longer and keep us coming back for more. What do you think about the coin shortage? Smart design or just frustrating? Let us know in the comments and subscribe if you want to end the long and unwelcoming coin shortage. Until next time.